many alliances stepping up with her. I think some of the other women have already formed, um, we're going to do air quotes, friends, and that's their friends. And I kind of see them circling her like a gator circling a baby calf. It's not good.
It's not going to be good. Last one, we could do this one quicker. There's a woman, Bozoma St. John, Bose. Now, she was born January 21st, 1977. Let's see what type of vibes you get from her.
Say her name one more time for
Okay,
me.
so it's spelled Bozoma.
Ooh,
She goes by
regal.
Regal. She
She's
goes by
real regal.
Bose, Boz, which is pronounced like it rhymes with rose, Bose, not Boz. So Bozoma, Bozoma, St. John, January
Well,
21st, 1977.
she's totally wounded, but she's resilient. Um, there's hope returning after some disillusionment, new career. She's questioned legacy versus lifestyle, which I actually kind of like that she's doing that.
What does that mean?
Means she's not 100% sure she wants the spotlight anymore.
Hmm.
First breath, meaning she's kind of feeling like there may be something else. Mentally, she's tired, she's exhausted, she's stabilized. I keep hearing the grief is softening, so I don't know what happened. They're not necessarily telling me what that means. Um,
Well, I could tell you what that means. I mean,
oh, it's
oh,
wait, give me just 1 second
no, take
because
your
the
time.
guys are talking. Okay, so as far as like they keep showing me her heart chakra, and basically what they're saying is that she's guarded right now. She's really wanting something deep, but she's not open. Um, Someone's circling her field potential, real love, beginning first part of 2026 is possible if she'll open up. Sorry. Okay.
No, I didn't listen. If the gods are speaking, I can be quiet. This is why everyone's coming to Psychic Source and using code Velvet and getting a $20 reading. When the gods speak, we all be quiet. Well,
Yes.
she had a husband and she was divorcing him, but they remained friends. I mean, at what point, I don't know the exact, nuances, but he then developed cancer and passed away fairly quickly, but she stayed with
Oh,
him. I don't know if it was that quick. I mean, she was literally with him and helped him through it. And I mean, she did lose her husband, even though they
yeah.
were technically getting divorced. I mean, there was a strong love there, at least as a friend. So, that is
Oh,
something she suffered later, or early in life. So I think that is what the grief is. It has to be.
yeah. Well, that's a tough grief, especially coming early. Whether you're in love with somebody as a lover or you're in love with somebody as a friend, it's all the same. Um, okay, what else you got for me on her? What do you want to ask?
Well, legacy versus lifestyle. She was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills too. I guess the whole show today is Beverly Hills, but she was like she had big positions. She was C-suite. She made like $4 million a year. She was the chief marketing officer for companies like Uber, Apple.
Oh,
Then she was
nice.
so she has a real corporate career. Now she quit corporate and she was doing her own thing. But this really was her first season on a reality show. Why not? She was in
Right.
between gigs. So it is a new career for her, so to speak. So she's not like, Kyle, 14 seasons. She grew up in the spotlight as an actress. I mean, Bose isn't necessarily in front of the camera. This is new for
Right.
her. So
Right.
when you say legacy versus lifestyle, and that means she's not sure,
Yeah, she's
maybe that's
definitely.
what it means.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's a maybe. I think that is exactly what she's having some struggles with. When you go from running, companies or working in companies to your life being in the spotlight all the time, that's pretty difficult. And she feels to me like, I mean, I know she's probably apparently worth a lot of money, comes from hard work or whatever, but she also likes her space a little bit. She's a little creative, and actually, to be quite honest with you, she looks like she's probably a little psychic.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit.
And she also, so she does have a new show that she's doing with Jimmy Fallon. It's Greenlit. It's called On Brand. It is like a reality TV competition where, she's the chief marketing officer of all these companies. People are going to come in, have ideas. We're not sure how the show is going to work, but there'll be a winner in the end. So she's basically using her corporate
Skills.
career. Yeah. So that's a lot different than, getting down and fighting over stuff on Housewives.
Well, that'll work a lot better for her. And she's got the charisma and the energy vibration. Her frequencies are kind of higher than the, and please forgive me, but different than the housewives for sure. Because, like you said, they get down and dirty, they stab each other in the back and sometimes fight physically. So that's really not her. I think this show with Fallon will be really good for her. And I kind of feel like, just so they know, it's probably a hit.
Really? You see it being a hit.
I see and I don't know if that's going to run in seasons, but that's the only way I know because I've talked to you about this. But I'm going to say at least 4 seasons, which I think is pretty darn good for something like
Wow.
that.
And that's the thing. She is coming back to Housewives next season. You can do both. It's all on NBC and that's
Oh yeah,
associated
yeah,
with Bravo. But, like, does she, so that's good that you see a hit 4 seasons.
yeah,
Does she, putting that aside, so, you could do Housewives next season and the both could be simultaneous. At some
sure,
point, you might want to make a choice, but one is a very long-term career if it works out, this show, and then the other one does have a shelf life eventually, even though again, Kyle has been there for
right.
14 years. But like, does she know what she has gotten into with Housewives? Because she had a good first season. But a lot of people have a good first season. Like, that doesn't mean that your stay will be good. If you're there for 10 years, that won't be good. I mean, they will do you dirty at some point, whether it's not even you, it's producers. So does she understand this?
I think she's got I mean, not 100%, no. Um, I feel like she has talked to some of the other women. So yes, they've talked about stuff like that. So I feel like she knows there's a possibility, but I don't think she understands the depth of it, that because in her mind, that's a show. We're doing a show. I'm on stage, kind of, sort of, even though it's reality. And it ends, whatever, because she had a good season. She was fine. Nothing majorly horrific happened. This next go around, it's going to be tough.
You
And
think this very next season that she comes back is she's gonna have it
I
tough?
think I'm going to say within the first 3 shows, the first three, I don't even know how to, again, I'm not MTV, but the first 3 shows, I don't think she's going to do well. I mean, she's
Really?
going to do well, but I think some shit's going to go down, and she's going to be